channel. So I feel like it's been forever since I sat down and filmed like a sit down video for you guys. I've been so busy lately and my friends and family know this, but I officially got a job. After a long couple of months on island, I finally have something to do and get me out of the house. I was going stir crazy, especially with like Rowdy going off to work and being home alone all day. I was going like bored out of my mind. So it's nice to finally have something to get me out of the house and to do, but getting a job inspired this video today. So today's video is going to be on getting a job as a military spouse. So if you're anything like me, like moving to a new town is daunting. Leaving a job, for me, I left a job at Starbucks that I had for 5 years. So starting over and being the bottom again is scary, and not knowing the area and town, where to start looking for jobs, good places. So I thought I would help some of you guys out who might be feeling the same way. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so the first suggestion I have for all of you guys is to pull out your resume or create one if you don't have one already. It's time to update it. If you're anything like me, it's been a hot minute. It's been 5 years since I even had to hunt or look at a resume. So it needed some updating. I needed to add my job experience. And so that is gonna be your first step. Update your resume, update your cover letter. This is what's gonna get you in the door. It's the first thing employers are gonna see, and so it's one of the most important tasks. If you have no idea where to go in the direction of resumes, Google it, look up templates. It's a great place. Also, as a military spouse, look out to your local fleet and family. They offer help when it comes to resumes, which is actually something that I'm gonna be doing here soon. So although I did get a job, it is not in my degree field, and so I don't know how long I'm going to be with it. I'm hoping eventually that I will be able to use my degree and get a job pertaining to that. I feel like I could use some personal help on my resume, and so I'm going to be reaching out to Fleet and Family. They have amazing people who work there who can tailor your resume to a specific job that you are wanting to obtain. So don't be afraid to reach out to those around you. It's helpful, but yeah. Alright guys, so the second tip that I have for you guys is to check the job listing sites daily. When I was looking for a job, I stalked them. There are new jobs that are going up every single day, and so it's important to just check them and apply for them right away. I wanted to be the first one and to just get a head start as soon as I saw something so it didn't get lost in the queue of the jobs, which can happen on some of the websites that I was using. So with that, some of the websites that I was using here in Guam. So the first one that I used was MWR. This is going to be all of the jobs that are on base, specifically the CDC, which is the Child Development Center here. They need teachers and leaders all the time. They also have housekeeping or anything that has to do with the NGIS, office jobs, bartenders, all of the things of that nature. So that is a really good one to check if you're looking for a job. The second website that I used was Indeed. This was used even back home in the States. I used it in Washington years and years ago when I was looking for jobs, but this is one that a lot of the businesses off base on the island are going to post their job listings, whether that be any of the malls here or any smaller businesses. And like I said, that one is one where there's jobs going up every day, but they can get easily lost, so don't be afraid to continuously check it. And the third website that I used here in Guam to job hunt is USAJOBS. So this is going to be all of the stuff for like the school districts, teachers, engineers, nurses or doctors. They have listings all the time and they're always constantly updating. So go ahead and check those out. The third tip that I have for you guys is to network. When it comes to the term, it's not what you know, but who you know, it is so true. Don't be afraid to reach out to your friends, ask them who's hiring. When I was looking for a job, I met someone through some friends who worked as a DJ at one of the local bars that we frequented and went to the beach every Sunday. And he was like, oh, hey, you're looking for a job? I could probably get you a job here. And networked, and I was offered a job on the spot. I didn't end up going with that job. However, like I said, it's who you know. Talk to those around you. Another resource that I have is check out your local spouses page. Here on Guam, we have Guam spouses. I can't remember the exact title, but it's a Guam spouses page, and I see people all the time posting like, hey, who's hiring? And there's so many people who will give a list of places or be like, hey, my company's hiring. Military spouses love to help other spouses out, and so don't be afraid to ask those around you and reach out. And like I said, networking is key. All right, guys, so the fourth tip that I have for you guys is to be consistent. Living on Guam, it is a very competitive job market. There are all of us military spouses who are coming in looking for a job, as well as all of the people on island that already live here who are job hunting. And so, yeah, it's a small island, it's gonna get competitive. But being consistent, checking every day, applying to everything that piques your interest is just gonna greater your odds of receiving a job offer. I hear so many wives here that choose not to work, and they use the excuse that they can't find a job on island. And part of it is they stop actively seeking or looking at jobs. And so, like I said, just be consistent and keep applying to those jobs. Alright guys, so the fifth and final tip that I have for you guys is to not get discouraged with any declines that you receive and or the amount of time it's taking for you to get a job offer. I think this one's a tough one to stomach because nobody likes being declined, but sometimes the job just isn't right for you. So it could be that you're overqualified, or like I said, it's just not a good match. So take those declines and use it as constructive criticism. Use that to update your resume or what can make it stronger or better. And also, like I said, the time frame. For example, when I was applying for jobs on MWR, they have a time frame for when the job is open to apply. But after the job closes, it's still another 2 to 8 weeks to hear back whether or not you received the job. So that's a long time frame, and it can get discouraging whether or not you received that job, and then if you receive a decline from that, then you feel like you wasted your time. And it's not like, don't get discouraged, just keep trying. That's the biggest key. Alright guys, well that wraps up this week's video. Hopefully you found some sort of aspect of my video helpful. I know moving and starting over is already stressful enough, and hopefully I can just kind of relieve some of that weight off your shoulders, and that you found at least one of my hints helpful. Go ahead and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you along for the journey and to see all the new content I have coming out in the future. Obviously many more grocery hauls. I will hopefully eventually get a vlog up on my channel. I'd like to do a furnished house tour now that we're all settled. So yeah, if any of that content sounds interesting to you, follow along and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.